Hello, everybody. My name is Christian. Welcome back to the Daily Guessr, the daily show where I play GeoGuessr, EthnoGuessr, and TimeGuessr for 30 days, maybe more, to see how I improve. Let's get right into it with the daily challenge. Now, I want to say a big thank you to those of you who have been watching me. Shout out my sister. I really appreciate that. So here we see this is Cyrillic alphabet, right? So this is definitely probably Russia, potentially Ukraine, okay? So looking at these license plates, we're definitely not EU, because the EU have a blue license or white with a blue strip. So yeah, probably Ukraine. We're gonna move around though. I mean, probably yeah. See, the blue and yellow, that's Ukraine colors. So that's probably what we're gonna go with. Um, Definitely. So let's go down over here to Ukraine. Um, it's probably not over here where they're fighting, right? Maybe more this way. I was totally wrong. Totally wrong. Asian cars. Okay. So you'll see these the more east you go in Russia. So it was Russia. A big wrong. That's a big hit for my score today. But let's keep going. So we're in Europe again. You can just this is it's not the United States, it's not Asia. Um so I don't know that language. Allianz. Oh, Turkenstrasse. So that's German, right? Um does that mean Turkish street? Is that what that means? Um there was that flag there, but that's a Mexican flag. I don't know what that's doing there. Because we're not in Mexico. Pretty sure we're in Germany. Um, Einbahn, right? Yeah. Schlickplatz. Okay, so. But where in Germany? I mean, northwestern Germany, I would say. Not the northernmost, right? But let's go over here. Let's go for Munster. Let's try that out. Oh, Austria. So German speaking, but not Germany itself. Not doing too great today. Red and white tape. In Vienna and smaller Austrian cities, signposts have red and white tape resembling the Austrian flag. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Now, immediately, Southeast Asia, I mean, we're south of the equator, right? So my mind goes to Southeast Asia. We might actually not be. It could be South America. Um, those cars feel like American cars, right? Well, cars that they drive in America, at least. That's is that Japanese or Chinese? Um, I think that's Japanese, right? I always struggle with that with the languages there. But let's go southern Japan. We'll be closer to China if anything. I don't think it's China. It could be Taiwan. Let's go Fukuoka. I mean, let's go more over here. We might be wrong. It was Taiwan. Damn it. So that was Chinese. The symbols are really similar on. Oh. Do Taiwan use Japanese and Chinese? I don't know. Bent chevron holders, southern counties. Oh, okay. Text home. What? So it's like partly Cyrillic, partly English. I mean, not English, but Latin letters. Zivkalav. So this is a Balkan country, right? Because they do have. I think Bulgaria uses Cyrillic as well, right? So maybe Bulgaria. I don't really know how Bulgaria looks, right? But maybe we can find like a website address or something like that that'll give us a little help. I think I mean it's European Union, right? I think we'll go with Bulgaria, guys. I don't really know, but I know not all the Balkan countries use Cyrillic, right? But I think Macedonia might and Bulgaria might, right? So let's go over here. Shit. Okay. Serbian Cyrillic. Serbian Cyrillic. Okay. Now we know. So they do use. Oh, but that was. Okay, that is Serbia, yeah. And I assume they'll use Serbian Cyrillic throughout former Yugoslav countries, yeah. Really, really rough day today. Let's get our last round on GeoGuessr. Okay. Arab country, you know. We have the Arabic here. This is the cheese store. The cheese shop. Um, that's the sheep shop. Um, I mean, we're not in Iran. I doubt they've had cars drive through Iran. Um, this could be Lebanon. It could be Syria. It could be Palestine. Let's just try to look for a flag, maybe. Let's just try to find a flag somewhere. Cool old school cars. I really want to get this one at least somewhere near there so we can get a good score before we leave off here. What looks like an area that will have some official business going on. Let's go this way. I don't know, guys. Egypt. I don't think this is the UAE. I think UAE is a little bit nicer. I don't know though, maybe. It's not bad. It's nice, right? But actually, it might be the UAE. It's not too. It's pretty decent. Oh, I don't know, guys. Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I don't know what that flag. It's not. It's not Syria. Is that Yemen? It's not Syria. It's not Iraq. It's not Saudi Arabia. It's not Lebanon. Is it somewhere over here? Is it UAE? Is it Yemen? Let's go UAE. I don't know. Oh, what? Tunisia. Light green Toyota follow car. Damn it. Really bad day on GeoGuessr. Damn. Bronze. Only 8,000. Alright, well, let's hope that we can do better when we go over to TimeGuessr. Yeah, all off today. Let's go ahead and get to TimeGuessr, guys. Alright, we are back, and it is time for TimeGuessr, the daily TimeGuessr. Wow, this is an old school photo for sure. And it looks like we are in Israel, right? Because we have Hebrew signage. I mean, that's basically the reason why I'm saying this. I don't know how it looked back in the day, but I'm guessing, when did they establish themselves over there? Is this post-war? This is 50s or the 60s? I don't think it's quite the 60s. Maybe early 60s, right? Let's go over here in like, yeah, 63, 61. Let's try that. 62, 1 year off. Yeah. That's a policewoman directing traffic at an intersection in Tel Aviv during the early 60s. All right, let's keep going. That was pretty close. That was really interesting. Yeah. All right. Wow, what a nice photograph. Um, I'm not great at recognizing uniforms, right? Oh, that's the Beatles. That's that's uh that's George right there, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's John. Okay. Oh, that's Paul. That's great. So, I don't know, right? But let's just I don't know. Is this how British officer uniforms look? Or is that American? So let's go for Liverpool. It's probably not. It's the UK or the United States. And this is the Beatles, right? I fucking love the Beatles, but I can't off the top of my head say the year they came about, but it is the 60s as well, right? 50s into the 60s. Um let's go 64. Spot on. But that was in Amsterdam. Okay. So yeah, that was the Beatles boarding a boat for a tour of Amsterdam's canals during their 1964 world tour. So yeah, we got the year right on. I had it in my back memory there. I know my Beatles history. Didn't know that they were there in Amsterdam though. That's a very awesome photo. Let's keep going. All right. Well, this is that's Japanese, right? Yangwaro. Oh no, that's is that Korean? Yeah, that's Korean, Hanjik. And the circles. But Hanjik just feels like a Korean word. But yeah, circles like this are mostly in um, Korean. It's not in, you don't see that as much in Japanese or Chinese. Really cool picture. This is like the 90s, right? Mid 90s, 93, 94. Awesome place to be. Imagine visiting there during this time, South Korea. I'm sure my sister would like that place. Let's go for Seoul. I don't know if it's in Seoul for real. It's really interesting that the capital of South Korea is so close to North Korea, whereas Pyongyang is quite far from South Korea. Let's go 93. 1996, 3 miles away. All right, a street scene in Seoul during the mid 90s. So that was pretty good. We're getting better at this one. Definitely good at TimeGuessr. All right, so there's a lot going on here. Oh, and I got to pause the recording because I have to pause the recording every single time I try. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm actually not upset. That was my beautiful girlfriend calling me from the grocery store. Anyway, there's a lot going on in this picture. Up here we see cerveza exquita. So, I assume this is Spanish-speaking country. Metropolitana. Oh, de Mexico. Okay, so this is in Mexico. These cars are like 30s or 40s cars, right? Um, I want to say more the 30s, but I assume that stuff took a while longer to get to these other places after it got to the United States, right? So let's go with 38, 40, swag to the max. Um, yeah, let's go Mexico City and let's go 40. Let's go 40. Let's just call it right there. 35. Okay, so it was a little earlier. It was a street scene in Mexico City showing the demolition and construction in the city's Centro Histórico as old buildings were cleared for urban redevelopment. What? Well, were the old buildings destroyed or did they just take down historic buildings to put in new developments? That's not good if so. Let's keep going. So we are in the United Kingdom. Oh, wait a second. Adelaide. This is actually Adelaide is in Australia, right? Um which definitely honestly if you look at the geography immediately, it feels more Australia, huh? This is the 30s. This is pre-war. This is pre-war Australia, yeah? It could even be earlier than that. Early 30s. In Adelaide, which where is Adelaide? There it is. Okay. So let's do 30. Let's just pop it right there. 1920. Okay, 10 years early. Okay, good to know. And 5,000 feet from the correct location. It was a pretty good, like, could have been anywhere in Adelaide. Very interestingly uh, designed city. Very, very square. Very grid. Our final score is 44,526. Damn near perfect on TimeGuessr today. We are doing really, really well on this. Okay, let's go ahead and move to EthnoGuessr. All right, here we go with today's EthnoGuessr game, the last game of the day. Let's play it. Oh, so I'll be straight up. I think we've gotten this one before. Remember, guys, I said, "Oh, this guy looks like Nelson Mandela," and so he's Khoi or San, right? And that was down here in South Africa. So I don't know. You know, this is memory. I don't think that's really cheating, but we did just get this. Yeah, so there we go. Karoid, not Khoisan, pardon me, Karoid, but there we go. And again, you can tell this is not um, other slightly more North African populations because they have this yellowish, more ancient pigmentation. They're very distinct people. Interesting. Um, Now, immediately I want to say Ethiopian. I don't know this one. And I don't think this is average Ethiopian. I think this is maybe more up towards Eritrea or something like that. Like a group where they have some Arab admixture. Maybe, I could even see this in Madagascar. Um, their heads aren't quite as big as, as long as the average Ethiopian. Um, I could really see this in Madagascar, but I am also feeling Eritrea, so we are going to go there. Okay, Paleo-Saharid. I was totally wrong. Very ancient type, native to the Sahara Desert, related to Proto-Ethiopid. Okay, I'm not too wrong. But possibly also shows traces of ancient Khoisanids. Okay, interesting. Let's keep going. Let's hit round 3. Wow. Um, Interesting. I mean, they have a very, very wider nose compared to the other populations that we've looked at, right? And I think that's for hot air, right? So maybe these people are the most close to the equator. Um, though this is not a Nigerian person. Uh, maybe a little more south, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Rwanda, Burundi. No, let's go with Equatorial Guinea. I really don't know this one, guys. Okay, Katangid. So this is South Africa. This is very ancient Australiform African type. Probably more widespread during the Paleolithic, only survives as a rare minority element, and it may be still found in a few individuals in Zambia and Mozambique, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Botswana. Interesting. So this is a um, very rare phenotype. So I definitely feel like I've seen somebody that looks like that. Ah, um, interesting. So the the woman definitely looks more European than the man, right? Um, the man definitely looks more Semitic features. Um, The woman has some. I could see this being Syrian. Uh, this is a maybe Turkish. Not quite. They're not Turks, right? But a phenotype that existed in this area. Um, I don't know. I think his nose might just be throwing me off a little bit, right? Like, hmm. I don't know. Are they French? I could be pretty off here. We're gonna go. I think they're Meds, right? They're definitely Meds. Let's go here. They were French. They're Basque. Okay, I don't see a lot of Basque people. Which the Basque are very, very, very interesting phenotype. Ancient European type associated with the Basque, found in its purest form in the Pyrenees Atlantic region of southwestern France, although many modern French Basques are West Alpinid. Also present in northern Spain, where it is rather mixed with Mediterranean and thus less brassiphilic. Brassiphilic. Sometimes along the French Atlantic coast and in Wales, linked to North Atlantic. Yeah, so these people, they have the Rh negative blood, very ancient phenotype. It's been linked to Atlantis, to ancient Aryan subgroups, I think. I think Robert Seffer has some very good stuff on this. Let's continue. Native Americans, right? Southern Southern America, Native Americans, drinking, sniffing that tropical air. More Paleolithic features, which um, which shows them more likely towards a rougher type of life, right? This feels Bolivian to me. Colombians are a little lighter. Venezuelans are a little lighter. This feels Bolivian. Let's go there. It's Colombians. Damn it. It's Colombians and Venezuelans. Exactly what I just said it was not. Choco mitolon. Special type found in Colombia, Venezuela, as well as Panama. Well, shout out Steven. Woo! Bro, the average of these guys' eyes are that close? No, these are northern Siberians, right? Or are these Alaskans? Um, this could be Alaskans. I'm feeling Alaska, but it could be northern Siberians over here. Actually, let's go with it. It is. It's Chukchi. It's the Chukchi. Okay, so we're pretty close there. That's not too bad. Far Eastern Siberia type, influenced by Eskimid. Okay. Wow. Now, instantly your mind goes, oh, Africa, right? And these might be pygmies, but aren't there another ancient subgroup out here in like Palau and Indonesia that are quite dark with more Asiatic features? Um, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. I might be totally wrong and really mess my score up if I click out here and it's off. Um, no, I think this is still Africa. I think these are the pygmies who are in a symbiotic relationship with the Bantus, right? Who tend to be over here or down here. We'll go down here, I think. Oh, what? It would have been better to go out here. I was right. So this is almost extinct isolated type endemic to the Andaman Islands, particularly in the Great Andamanese group. So these are like the North Sentinel Island people. I should have went with my gut. Okay, round 8. I've gotten this one before. I've gotten it wrong before. I have homies that look like this. Um, it's Eastern. It's like up here, right? It's like Baltic. Pardon me. Ah, damn it, Scandolapid. I mean, we're still in the area. but it's specifically northern Swedish. Okay. You can find them spread out, probably where the Vikings went around. Now this feels South African again to me, honestly. Um, Gotta pause the show real quick, guys. Sorry. All right, we are back for the last two questions. Had to take a little break there. Had to deal with my bank, but now, okay. As we were saying, this is definitely South Africa, right? But where? I'm willing to bet a little bit more towards Angola region. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it, guys. Ah, Sandawe. So definitely, southern Africa, but we're in here over in Tanzania. This is a distinctive East African type of the Tanzanian savannas, especially in the Dodoma region. All right, final round. Interesting, right? So this definitely has a kind of Turkic vibe. They have both European and Asiatic features, right? So instantly I want to go to one of the stands, maybe a Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. But this could be, um, it could be Hungarian, and it could be more over here into Turkey. It's not quite into the Middle East, right? Um, I think our best bet is one of the stands. We're gonna go over here and hit Uzbekistan. Let's see. Nice. Okay, yeah. So that was Andronovo Turanid. Definitely didn't do the best that we could do today, guys. Um, Same as about 134 people. But we did great on TimeGuessr, so, you win some, you lose some. Thanks for watching. My name has been Christian, and this has been my show. Bye-bye.